Welcome to today's video. We are going to talk about a trick to help you edit your blog's code. Now, there are a couple things that you will need before you can do this. First, you need to have a certain internet browser open showing your web page. I currently like to use Google Chrome. I know that Internet Explorer does not work with this, but you can check yours and see if it does work, and I'll show you how to do that in a minute. But you also need the Jetpack plugin installed onto your dashboard, your WordPress dashboard. Once you install it, you'll want to go to Settings and Appearance, and down in Appearance you will see this Custom CSS. You'll want to make sure that that is activated. And now, once you have all that, you will want to know a little bit of basic code before you begin. I do share some basic code on my webpage that you can download. Here's what it looks like. It's a cheat sheet that gives you a little bit of information just to make it a little easier, but just make sure that you do have some basic code. So once you have the plugin downloaded, you're ready to begin, and what you're going to do is you're going to scroll down to the item that you want to fix on your website. For me today, it's going to be this rollover font. It's very light and hard to see, so I'm going to try to fix that. The way I'm going to do that is I'm going to right click over the item that I want to change, and this will pop up, and what I'm going to click is the inspect. This is how you'll tell if your browser does do this. It'll say inspect, inspect source, inspect element, and that's what you're going to click on. It's going to open up a new page inside of the page, and this is actually your website's code. So this is what you're going to adjust. As you can see, since I was over this, it's actually bringing up exactly what's underneath that one. But I do know that this is just the color for the font, not the rollover font that I'm looking for. So for me to find that, I'm going to have to probably scroll down through all of this other code. Sometimes you do have to adjust it and say, oh, it's not underneath that one, maybe it's underneath this one, and look through it to see if you can find it. I've also found that sometimes I can't find what I want, so I have to click on another option, and sometimes it does pop up what I'm looking for. Sometimes it takes a little bit of time, and I'm going to go ahead and click over here because I actually already found what I'm looking for. And it's this element style. It's the hover element that I'm looking for. And what I'm going to show you is I've already actually changed the color right here, but what I really like about Google Chrome is that it gives me the option to display it inside so I can see what it looks like. So let's say I want this gray instead of that blue. It'll show me what it's going to look like before I even put it into my code on my actual website. So that's what I do like about Google Chrome, is I can adjust it to anything beforehand, and it kind of gives me an example of what it's going to look like before. Now, I've already got the code, so I'm going to now go over to my Appearance tab under my WordPress and go down to Edit CSS, and this is what you added through your Jetpack plugin. So this will probably look different when you open it up inside of your own website, but I wanted to give you an example of what it does in mine. So this is what it looks like. This is just to add on top of your code for your web page. So it's not, you're not actually going in and editing directly. This is just adding it on top of it. So what I'll do is I'll scroll down to the very bottom. Oh, didn't want to scroll. And I'll hit enter, make a new space, and I'll copy, or I'll paste my new one into there. And as you see, you can view it over inside this one, and as you can see, that's the color I want it to be instead of the light gray that it was. So once I'm happy with it, I'll just save and publish. And if I go back to my web page and I refresh it, it changed it for me. So that is the easy way I have found to edit your code for your blog. I've done this in so many different ways. I've adjusted the fonts, the colors, the page widths. I've adjusted the padding around something. Really, you just need to check it out and test it out and see what works best for you and what you would like. But I hope this helps you edit your blog a little easier. If you have any questions, be sure to email me. And if you'd like more tips on how to make your blog a little better, be sure to check out my blogging tab under myswimmingindebt.com. And I look forward to seeing you next time.